Stuck on the front door of the Hunter bookshop in Hong Kong is a sign that reads freedom. For the shop's owner, it's more of a wish than a reality, as Hong Kong enters its 28th year under Chinese administration. Letitia Huang was a pro-democracy politician in the days before mass arrests wiped Hong Kong's democracy movement out. Huang stayed put in Hong Kong, reinventing herself as a bookseller. But even with her political career behind her, she says the government still has her on its radar. By her account, she's had more than 90 interactions with the authorities since summer 2022. Warning letters, fire and health code inspections, even patrols outside her door. Though a national security law, or NSL, passed last year cracks down on acts of overt dissent, she says there's a vague sense that everyone has to watch their back.
I think Hong Kong people are now scared of unknown, which we are facing a new normal, a new Hong Kong that with many regulations, many ambiguous red lines, and many self-censoring things.
The fire department says it was just following up on complaints. But Huang sees the inspections and paperwork as a subtle way of intimidating someone with a pro-democracy past. She's not alone. Another former politician, Chan Kim Kam, has gone from council representative to a seller of incense and fragrant oils. She says her tiny stall is also a target of this new kind of bureaucratic harassment.
Over the past 5 years, I feel that the space for me is reducing. I feel that people like informing the authorities all the time. It's rather irrational and abnormal. It affects my life because people inform the authorities and send complaint letters about my store and my works.
This isn't the Hong Kong many hoped for at its handover 28 years ago, the day the UK returned the territory to China after controlling it for over a century. China gained back a territory whose loss was a deep historical trauma, and for Hong Kongers, it was supposed to be business as usual. Things wouldn't change too much too fast. For 50 years, China was supposed to be one country with two systems, leaving the freewheeling, liberal system that had grown up in Hong Kong intact for years to come. But as early as 2003, a planned anti-subversion bill showed Beijing might not be quite so hands-off as some in Hong Kong expected. Now, after a major crackdown in 2019 and 2020, Beijing's allies are firmly in charge of the territory, with democracy leaders exiled, jailed, or gone silent. Hong Kong officials say the average person has nothing to worry about running into trouble with the law.
When we promulgated the Hong Kong National Security Law, we make it very clear that the law is aiming at only a small portion of people who endangers national security.
But some are still uneasy about their futures, even if the pressure they feel comes from municipal offices, not the police. Chinese and Hong Kong flags flutter side by side through the city, marking the handover anniversary. It's clear those in charge are determined the one-country part of the formula, adopted 28 years ago, holds. How well the rest of the arrangement's holding up depends on who you ask. Scott Huang and John Van Trieste for TaiwanPlus.